Hey everyone, welcome to Listen, Love, Connect. I'm Savannah Paul Fox, your host, and today's guest is Tanya Singerman. We are going to talk about how she takes care of her mental health with creative journaling. Let's head over to her and get started.
Listen, Love, Connect is brought to you by Exceptional Heroes.
So I invited Tanya on here today because she did something she does do something really interesting, which is creative journaling. So if you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. So my name is Tanya. I'm from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, and I upcycle pretty much anything and turn it into a journal. I mostly focus on little golden books, but I also upcycle VHS and DVD sleeves, and also random objects such as this Kleenex box I'll show you.
That's
was
crazy.
that was a Kleenex box that I turned into a journal. And yeah.
That's awesome. You're so talented.
Oh, thank you.
So how'd you get into journaling? Did you start off with a diary when you were younger, or like how'd you get involved in this?
Yeah, I did. I had a diary when I was younger, but it just sort of evolved over time. And my love for journaling started with scrapbooking. So way back when in the early 2000s, I started to get into it, and more so when my children were born.
Okay.
It just evolved from scrapbooking, and then it just turned into journaling. I kind of got bored of, the journals that they sold at the dollar store, and my boys were growing out of their books, and I started repurposing their books for journals of my own. So that's kind of how I got into creating books as journals.
And how has this helped with your mental health? Is it like creating it, helping your mind, or like how does it all work for you and your mental health?
Well, I know that everybody is different, but for myself, I need a creative outlet. And this is my creative outlet. It keeps me busy. It keeps my mind off of everyday or even future stressors. And it keeps me focused and allows me to heal myself too. If there's something that's bothering me, I find that journaling helps with my own mental health. So that's why I'm a strong advocate for journaling for mental health. It's not for everybody, but it is for some people. So it's like you're either all in or you're all out. It's like
Yeah. Well, I see a lot of your TikToks and it seems so much fun. Do you both create the journals and write in them?
Yeah, so I haven't done much journaling myself lately. I've been busy making journals for everybody else, but that in itself is very therapeutic too.
Yeah.
But I do create journals and I use them myself. I write them. I treat them more like a scrapbook, but I do, if I'm having a bad day, definitely. I don't write a lot in my journals because I don't like my handwriting. So I have a typewriter and I will type out, what's on my mind and then place it inside my journal and then create some sort of collage or just art to go in with it. So I incorporate that into the journal spread. So
that's so cool. And like even when you're saying how you write on a typewriter and then put in, it's like you're writing, but also like you're making art out of it, like you said.
Yes. Yeah. So I try to get the best of both worlds and put it in to create a journal spread. But it's just satisfying to me when it's, when I get it just right. And then if I make a mistake, that's the beauty of it. Like that's the beauty of creative journaling. Like you can cover up your mistakes. You can, or just start over and then just start, placing pictures or even magazine clippings, anything.
That's awesome. And do you have a favorite part when you're making these journals?
My favorite part of making the journal is decorating it. It's hard for me to know when to stop because I obviously want to give creative freedom to the person who's purchasing the journal, but they let me know what they expect inside. So I obviously make sure I deliver that to them, but decorating it 100% is my favorite part because that's when it all comes together. It's a blank canvas once I sew all the signatures in. And then, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but then once you decorate it, it just comes to life.
I think my favorite part of watching you do it is the when you do the edges with this like stamp
Oh,
thing.
okay, distressing. Yeah,
Yes, the
distressing.
distressing, and then actually tearing apart either. I love when you do the golden books, but I also love seeing you do like VCRs and stuff like that. It just seems so much fun, and it's so much fun to watch. I'm not much of a journalist myself, like you said, everyone's different, but I love watching you, and that's why I contacted you. How
Oh,
long have you been journaling?
well, since I was little, I journaled, but doing it consistently, I was doing it consistently starting in 2004. I actually wrote out a journal for each of my sons, and I did it for years, just talking about their day and what we did and their milestones, all of those things. So I started that way, and then it evolved and progressively got creative. I didn't just write anymore. I kind of got bored. I would doodle,
Yeah.
and then I would start incorporating my scrapbook layouts in my journals. So that's sort of how it all came together. It was just, I found it just having the best of both worlds, found it to be very therapeutic for myself. I just enjoy it. And also I enjoy shopping for all the supplies too.
That's always the fun part. That's like shop therapy.
It is. I love it. It's so much fun.
Yes.
So, yeah. Not only do I get scrapbooking, journal therapy, I get retail therapy.
There you go. I love it. And then do you ever go back to like the old journals that you used to put together and see like your progress or just to look back?
Oh yeah, all the time. And my boys like to look through them too.
Really?
We get yeah, we do. We look through them, but I mean, there are ones that are very personal to me. I mean, it's just that I would rather them not see.
Yeah.
Those ones are put in a different spot. But as far as like the scrapbook journals go, yeah, we always look through them all the time.
And then do you have any encouragement that you would want to give someone who's just starting out with this?
Yeah, just do basic things and don't overthink it. Just grab some paper, even like you could get a stapler and staple some pages together. It doesn't have to be extra fancy. You don't need all the tools, you don't need all the fancy things. You can just start, literally folding pages together and stapling. I think I have some here somewhere because I was showing, oh yeah, right here. There's a teacher who wants to make journals with her class. She goes, what do you think I should do? And I said, just make it simple. Take a piece of cardstock as your cover page, get some, papers to go inside, and you literally can just staple the inside to make your book and then start journaling in it. Or go to the dollar store and get a journal from the dollar store. If you've never tried to journal, if you've never, just give it a chance. It will help your mental health immensely if you do struggle with your mental health. And I am a little bit lazy when it came to that. And it's part of my self-care program.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have to, be very mindful and make sure that I do take care of my own mental health. So I make sure that I put time aside for journaling. And that's what works for me. Some people like to work out. Some people go to a therapist. Everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've never tried it, give it a shot.
Yeah. And then where can we find you? Because I found you on TikTok, which is Journey Journals, correct?
That's right. I'm also on Instagram, Journey Journals Sarnia, and I'm also on Facebook. I have my own website. So my website is www.journeyjournals.ca. And I do have tons. I'm also on YouTube. I have tons of tutorials on TikTok. If you want to learn how to make your own journal, you don't necessarily have to purchase one from me. I am a completely open book and I don't gatekeep. If you have any questions, if you're just starting out, I would be happy to help anybody if they have any questions about starting out or how to journal.
Yes, she is a wonderful resource. I will put all of her social medias and websites down below. And do you have anything you want to say before we end?
Oh, just thank you for this so much for this opportunity. I think you're amazing. And yeah, I really appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. And for me, it was an honor to have you on here. And I love everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
All right, thank you.
Today we learned about how Tanya takes care of her mental health through creative journaling and how you can get started with creative journaling to take care of your mental health. Thank you for watching, but wait! Make sure to visit and follow these Instagram accounts. Check out my website, exceptionheroes.com, to learn more about my patent-pending therapeutic device and to buy some Exception Heroes merch. See you guys next time, and always remember to listen, love, connect. Bye!